And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dogs and cats, elephants and zebras, gypsies and fairies. So, I made a video quite some time ago on the home lobotomy kit, but I did not show the kit. So, I'm going to show you the kit, and I'm going to try and explain how it's used. This is the basic home lobotomy kit. You see it has a strap so you can carry it. Open it up, and that's basically it right there. That's the home lobotomy kit. You noticed I was taking something out of it, and that's the little flashlight. Let's see if it still works. If you open your mouth and stick out your tongue, and oh gosh, your throat looks awful. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to do something about that. So anyway, so the home lobotomy kit. Now, I've used this quite successfully on other people, and I have used it on myself as well. About 5-8 years ago, I gave myself a lobotomy. I mean, I did it. I didn't have to go to a physician to do it. At one time you did, but you no longer have to have assistance of a medical professional. You can now give yourself a lobotomy. Now, you need pisidium sodium glucate as your numbing agent to kill the pain. It's expensive. It's about $300 a vial. So, you need at least 3 vials. 5 would be better. The first one, let's say you're going to do it on your right side. You would inject several places over on this side of your face, and then you would inject 2 or 3 places over here. You give that about half an hour, and then you use a second vial. Well, actually, it's a third vial, because you use 1 vial here, a second vial here. Then you use a third vial, and again, you do it right here. And then your fourth vial, you do it right here again. You wait 10 minutes. You only have to wait 5, but I always give it an extra 5 minutes. So you wait another 10 minutes, and then you start the procedure. Okay? Now, first you want to take a retractor, and you want to pull this. If you're working on this eye, you want to kind of pull some of your tissue away from the eye. Now, I prefer this particular instrument to use as my retractor. There are other retractors you can use, but you get this. You put it in there and you pull the skin away. So then you take. Whoops, that's not. Those aren't scissors. Anyway, you take your scissors. That's a bandage scissors, the wrong scissors. Make sure you know which instrument is which before you do this, folks. That's a clamp. I don't want a clamp. Anyway, you don't have to use the scissors, but it's a little easier if you use the scissors, and you just cut some of the tissue away right there. And then you use what some people think is a scalpel handle. It's really not designed as a scalpel handle. This is what you use. Okay, some people think this is used to hold a scalpel blade. It's not. This is then placed in the eye. Placed in the eye. You have to go kind of deep, and there are things that you can hold on this to make it longer. That this will hold, because this is to hold something, and you're going to have to kind of tap on it. It comes with a little hammer. You tap on it, and then you just kind of scramble it You know, you don't want to do too much, but you don't want to do too little. And then you want to make sure all these things are sterilized. Now, my preferred method of sterilization is first to wash everything in hot soapy water, then to let it drain and dry. And once that's done, I take a container of rubbing alcohol and I put everything in the rubbing alcohol and let it sit there for an hour, sometimes an hour and a half. Then I have a second container of rubbing alcohol that I put things in and swish them around, open them and close them and stuff. Make sure the alcohol gets everywhere. And then you let them dry, and then you're good to go. And after you're finished with giving yourself a lobotomy, you want to sterilize your instruments again before putting them away. So I have shown you the basic. Everything just fell. I have shown you the basic kit and procedure for home lobotomy. You do not have to have a medical professional do this any longer. You can now do it yourself. If you think you have problems or a reason that you need a lobotomy, you can give yourself a lobotomy. So thank you very much for watching. And by the way, I am not a doctor. I am not a nurse. I just enjoy giving people lobotomies, and I don't charge money for it. So if you're interested, I would suggest you give yourself a lobotomy.